Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that we link with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Just before I get into the transfers, it's really interesting today that the news that I saw coming out of UEFA that they're going to clamp down on the loophole that Chelsea have been using to sign players this January. It's been baffling to everybody. They're like, how are Chelsea managing to do this? How are they managing to spend so much money in the January transfer window? Now, their total signings since the summer and including this January transfer window is nearly £500 million. And how they've been managing to do it is they've been using these long contracts. Contracts traditionally 3 years, maybe 5 years max. You've seen Chelsea. I mean, what was the one with Mudryk? 8.5 years. The other player they is Balishidi, 7.5 years. All these really, really long contracts they've been signing players up to is a loophole, because basically what you do is when you sign a player, it depreciates off your books year by year. So if you sign, say, I don't know, if you signed Mudryk for £80 million, next year that will show up on your books as 60 million, and the year after that as 40 million, and the year by what they're able to do now by spreading it over such a long period of time, it shows that it only drops 10 million instead of say 20 if you signed him on a 4-year each year. So it's been a little loophole that they've been using to avoid financial fair play, and now that's set to be closed in the summer, so you won't be able to use that no more. It will go back to you can only sign a player of a maximum of 5 years. They're crafty, Chelsea, and you have to wonder to yourself, had that been in place straight away, would they have been able to have signed Mudryk instead of him coming to Arsenal? Would they have, gone beyond financial fair play if they hadn't had that loophole? But very, very interesting. One signing that we have made, of course, is Jacob Kivoria. That was announced yesterday, all up on the Arsenal website and everything, and he comes in, a very sensible signing, left-sided centre-back, and he's in. But who is going to be next in through the door? Transfer window closes next week, Tuesday. Are Arsenal going to do any more business? Now, rumours today about Weston McKennie. McKennie, the 24-year-old USA international who plays for Juventus currently, said to be available for around about £22 million. Now, it's Calcio Mercato who have got the rumour out there at the moment saying that Arsenal have registered an interest in Weston McKennie. We all know that at the moment Juventus are in a lot of financial difficulty. They've just had 15 points docked because, again, financial irregularities. They've been at it again, Juventus. And even though they're appealing these 15 points, they're going to get some sort of point deduction. Even if they do get it reduced, it's still going to be hefty, which means they could have no Champions League football next season. And they've got a lot of very expensive players. They've got a lot of players on high wages, and they are willing to sell some of them. Now, Weston McKennie is one of those that they'd be willing to sell. Arsenal said to be interested. He's an interesting player because he can play in multiple positions. He can play anywhere in the midfield. He's attacking midfield, left side midfield, defensive midfield. He can play any of those positions. He can also play as right back, left back as well. He's a very versatile player. McKennie, previously of Schalke. Now, will Arsenal make a move for him? Lots of clubs interested in him at the moment. I think Aston Villa, Fulham have shown an interest. Borussia Dortmund as well, interested as well. Where will he end up? Will Arsenal make a move for him? Going to be interesting to see. But McKennie, interested in Arsenal at the moment. Could Arsenal make a move for Moises Caicedo of Brighton? Now, very, very talented player. From the first time I saw him play, I was like, wow. This kid is everywhere, you know what I mean? A real dynamo in the midfield. Sort of similarities with Kante when you see him play. Bought by Brighton. This team Brighton, I'll tell you, they are so savvy in the transfer market. Bought by Brighton for £3.5 million in 2021. Ecuador international now. Now, the valuation on him is around about 70 million. That's what Brighton are saying. They will let him go for 70 million. He's just changed agents. It was Fabrizio Romano who was reporting this yesterday, saying that he's just changed agents, and Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea have been informed of this. And, that sort of intimates that, he's available to any of those clubs if they come forth with a bid. Now, Arsenal, will they make a move for him? Chelsea are the favourites to sign him. We know that Chelsea are looking for a defensive midfielder, probably give him like a 20-year contract before that loophole closes. But Chelsea interested in him. Liverpool also chasing a defensive midfielder. I get the feeling that Arsenal will hold back on this one. I mean, yes, they may be interested in Caicedo, but I think Arsenal, Declan Rice is the player that they're looking at. Let's talk about Declan Rice. As lots of the rumours been saying, he is emerging as the number one target for Arsenal this summer, Declan Rice. There's been people who've been saying that he's been talking to people and saying to them, come the summer, I'd like to go to Arsenal. And if, say, Chelsea did get a Caicedo, would they be able to come back in for Declan Rice? Would they be able to come back for Declan Rice if that loophole's closed as well, where they wouldn't be able to spread the payments out across many, many years? So it's going to be an interesting one. As I said, I don't think, despite what some of the rumours are saying, I just don't think Arsenal will move for Caicedo. I do think if anywhere he's going to end up, it would be more Chelsea. The priority for Arsenal, I think, is going to be Declan Rice. But listen, who knows? We all thought that Mudryk might come, and it didn't happen. And what about Cedric? It seems like, or it's all seemed like last week, that he was all set to join Fulham. Fulham really want him, but the sticking point has been over the wages. We were told that personal terms had sort of been sorted out, but it looks like that's not really true. There's still a lot of problems with that deal, and there's been rumours that Fulham are getting really frustrated and may pull out of the deal. Now, where will that leave Cedric? Well, I guess that will leave him back at Arsenal. And then does that affect Arsenal moving in for Fresneda, the kid from Rio Valladolid that they're looking to buy? They are looking to loan him straight back if they do buy him. But will Cedric not moving on affect that? Again, that's going to be an interesting one to see how that develops. Remember, the transfer window closes next week, Tuesday, the 31st of January. The transfer window will close, and that will be it. No more business until the summer. So if Arsenal are going to get anybody in, they've got to get them in before then. But I think so far, this transfer window, central business has been done by Arsenal. Trossard, like him. This Kvore, I haven't seen him play. I've seen him play actually for Poland, but I haven't seen him play at club level. But seems like a sensible signing. Could he make his debut on Friday against Manchester City away in the FA Cup? It'd be a big one to be dropped into, but you never know. You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see if he starts. If you play at a World Cup, you can play at the Etihad, can't you? So let's see how that one works out. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget to subscribe here to AFTV. Do it right now, and you get all your notifications on all the transfer news. Also, please go and check out our welcome video. It is so funny to Jacob Kavor, should I say. You got to check it out, right? It's so, so funny. Cecil and the guys, well done for that one. That is out right now. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.